Hey everybody, it's Rebecca, and today I want to talk about when no one understands. You hear a lot in chronic illness circles, they don't know until they know, which basically means they don't know until they experience it themselves. So, one of the things that can be very lonely and very hurtful is just feeling like they don't comprehend what you're going through at that time. I really feel like you can break people down into two groups. You have the people that really do try to understand and they do their best to understand, but they still end up saying hurtful things even though they don't mean to. And then you have another group of individuals that don't believe you, that think you're faking it, that think it's just because of stress and there's not really anything wrong with you. So I'm going to talk about those two groups of people and how to cope when dealing with both of them. So when it comes to individuals that believe you and try their best to understand you, and I thankfully have the majority of people in my life fall in this category, but sometimes they say things that inadvertently still hurt. So an example is the phrase, "Well, you look good." And to somebody who doesn't have a chronic illness, that sounds like a very positive thing to say. Well, you look great. Even though you're sick, you look really good. But what this can feel like is that they're belittling really how you're feeling. Well, you look good, so it must not be that bad. And I remember sitting in a treatment center getting one of my treatments one day, and there was this other lady with a chronic illness, and we were chatting back and forth, and she said the phrase, "Well, you must be feeling better because you look really good." And I just kind of smiled and nodded, but internally I'm going, you more than anybody understand or should understand that just because you may look okay doesn't mean that you feel okay. And I really struggled with kind of a bitterness and just being angry at what she had said to me. And I have to really step back and go, was this meant in a malicious or mean way? Was this meant to be a put down? And the answer is no. They mean it in a positive way. When people come in my life and they go, "Oh, you look really good," they mean it in a positive way. So I have to decide to take that phrase as they mean it in a positive way instead of how I perceived it in a negative way. And it's a choice you just have to make. Not always an easy one, but it's the only way to kind of uplift that resentment and anger that you just don't want to carry around. You have enough going on. Then there's this other group of people, and this can be the hardest and most painful circumstance. And that is when the people that you love, the people that surround you, don't believe that you're really sick, that they think you're faking, that they think it's just all stress. And I cannot think of anything more painful or hurtful than somebody who just thinks you're faking it and they're your loved one and they should be in your corner. And this can be really, really painful. And the only thing I can say to that is that the only way to release that anger and frustration and hurt is through forgiveness. Now, I know there might be some people out there that aren't happy with that or aren't really happy with me right now because it's something that they are just angry about and they don't feel like they can forgive. And I understand that. This isn't an easy thing to do. I know for myself, when I've gotten extremely hurt or angry or frustrated with somebody and it cut so deep, I got to the point where I said, "God, you're going to have to help me forgive this person because I just don't feel like I possess that ability myself." But if I don't forgive that individual, then I'm carrying that anger and hurt around, and I don't need that in my life. So if you do experience that, I encourage you to work through that and forgive them. You don't need them to come to you to ask for forgiveness for you to release them. Are they wrong? Yes. Should they be acting differently? Absolutely. But unfortunately, you can't control them. You can't change their mind. You can pray for them, and I do, but you can't change them. You can only change you and change your thought process and forgive others. So if you're struggling with that today, I encourage you, forgive and let go. And remember, even if nobody in this world truly understands what you're going through, God understands what you're going through. So go to Him. There are others that have similar circumstances. I encourage you to connect with those people because they do have an understanding. Get connected into a support group. But remember, when all else fails, that God understands. And remember that forgiveness and letting go of those hurt and anger feelings is going to help you during your progress of trying to regain wellness through your illness. If you found this encouraging, please keep updated on all my videos by hitting the subscribe and the bell notification on the right-hand side of your screen. Until next time, I hope you have a blessed day. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed the video. Here's 2 other videos you might enjoy, and don't forget to keep updated on all my videos. Hit that big LymeAid subscribe button up near the top. Have a fabulous day.